Okay, hello Alexis and Gabriel. We're gonna start.
Hello.
Okay, hello. We're gonna start about 4 minutes. Once you guys get your screen set up, you want to
Miss
resize?
Tyler,
Yes, Miss Richardson.
I'm not gonna be in class today. I gotta go to a college.
College fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Just send me a message on SB, Miss Richardson. Thank you for coming and let me know.
Okay.
Send a message on SB and make sure you look at the video today so you can finish the assignment later on. It's due by 8. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll see you later. I'll mark you present, but I'm still looking for that assignment.
Okay.
All right. Let me mark her present. Glad she let me know. Otherwise, I'd have marked her absent. All right, so let me do a quick attendance real quick. I got Alexis Valdez. I have Gabriel Mayweather. Who else? Mr. Wallace is here. Welcome to class. Lisa Brown, she's here. All right. I think somebody just put something in the chat. I got to check. Give me a second, guys. Good, good, good. Okay, so use this time. Who put something in the chat? Oi. I think you mean oi. Like the French say, Lisa. Oi.
Japanese.
Oh, it's Japanese. Okay, you fancy. All right. So set your screens up so we can get started on today's assignment, everybody. In a couple of minutes, I'm just gonna try to log this attendance to the office so they know who's here, who's not. Japanese, Lisa. That's like that means hi, or that means what's up, or what does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
which
the
one?
anime people be saying? It means hi.
Oh, okay. She said yeah. Okay, so it means hi. I was like, yeah, what, Lisa? All right, cool. She's studying Japanese. My son is studying Mandarin, so that's kind of interesting when he comes over on the weekends. I got to learn that with him. It's crazy. That language hard. I think Japanese is not as hard as Mandarin or Chinese. All right, so 2 more minutes. We're gonna go through our norms. We're going to discuss the Bitmoji classroom that gives you access to everything I'm doing in here, and then we're going to tackle our problem. We do have a simulation to do, so if I were you, I would go to the physics classroom and click on the circuit if you want to get that simulation started. Otherwise, I'll try to walk you guys through it. I try to put all the simulations in the physics classroom because engineering is a high-level application-based form of physics. So some students are like, well, why are we going to the physics classroom to get engineering assignments? Because it starts with physics. Just saying. You guys know me well. I'm pretty much a physicist slash engineer, but more a physicist. All right.
Hey,
All right.
Mr. Tyler. Hey, how do we supposed to get to the physics again?
The physics classroom.
Yeah.
All right. So one, are you logged into SB?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's the SB classroom version where you turn in assignments, but the classroom you see on my screen, it's called a Bitmoji, and it's something you can save for later use. So give me a moment. I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you. I was gonna do that anyway, but this is for everybody as well as Mr. Wallace. I've been using this for about 2 weeks now, so that's probably why you're not aware of it yet. 1 moment. Okay, chat. Put this in there. And you kind of want to have this open in a separate tab so you can use it. You click on that link and it gives you a PowerPoint presentation, which is basically the cartoon version of my classroom. But it helps you with all sorts of resources, how to navigate the class, how to get around. We're going to talk about it right after the norms, though, Mr. Wallace. So click on that link so you can have it ready when we discuss it. All right, so let me stop this clock. Where is it at? My mouse is on the other screen. There we go. All right. So we're going to go through our norms real quick. And then we're going to talk about the classroom. And lastly, the problem of today. All right. So let me change this. Go to our norms. Who is that? Who's speaking? Oh, I thought somebody was asking a question. All right. So we're going to go start from the top. The way Google Meets is set up for me. It's alphabetical by first name. So don't get mad if I'm calling you and you seem to think it's out of order. That's just the way Google set it up. First name alphabetized. So first in the list is Alexis. Can you read number 1?
No one has the right to hurt another person.
Thank you, sir. Number 2 next in the list is Gabriel. Can you read that?
No education in the class of myself.
Thank you, sir. Number 3, can I get Mr. Wallace to read that?
We will never behave in a way that will discredit ourselves, our school, or our family.
Thank you, sir. Number 4, Miss Brown.
Excel Academy and Southwest students, always lady or gentlemen.
Okay. Next, I'll read 5 because there's only so few of us here. I know people will come late. We take pride in Excel Academy and Southwest, and I really do, and some students do too. Been working here for this is my 6th year, I guess. The 5 academic norms. Alexis, can you read number 1?
We respect the opinions of others.
Yes, we do. Just talked about mindfulness today. Number 2, Gabriel.
We respect the culture of the classroom.
Thank you, Gabriel. Mr. Wallace, number 3. Mr. Wallace, are you there?
Yeah, I said we are what's that word?
Attentive and participate.
Yeah, participate.
Thank you, sir. You probably had your phone muted or something. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. Lisa, number 4.
We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers.
Thank you, ma'am. And lastly, I'll read this one. We are here to focus on getting you guys to prepare yourselves for post-secondary endeavors. Now, of course, the question I ask daily, so you guys will know exactly what that means, that number 5 of the academic. What are 3 routes in terms of post-secondary endeavors? What are the 3 routes you can choose? It's 15 points. You can get all 3. You get 5 for just telling me 1. So what are those routes? What are those endeavors? Post-secondary endeavors. What are they? It's 3 of them that CPS has us focus you guys on. Lisa took the points for 15 points. Lisa said all 5 in the chat. So if you guys are not aware, the number 5 of the academic norms is college. She said, I need the points for missing class. Lisa's not being generous today. So college, military, and trade school. All right. So you guys are considered trade school and college, and in some cases military when you're doing engineering, because those 3 routes require it. Gabe said college. Okay, you said it at the same time. You get 5 points, Gabe. At least he got all 3 already. So, all right. I'll note those points later because I already reviewed the videos. But let's get into today's assignment. And before I do that, let's talk about how to navigate this classroom. All right, so first and foremost, open up the classroom. I sent the link to the chat. You come here and you click on that link and you'll come to my Bitmoji classroom. Now, guys, I want you to pay attention to this because in about a week and a half, you guys have to do a final project to get out of this class. You have to start creating your own Bitmoji classroom, right? That's your final project. And then all you have to do is take your best works and put them into your classroom like I've done. We're going to spend next week doing a lot of that towards the end of each class.
Mr. Tyler.
Yes.
You for the show, you're going to show us how to create our big classroom?
Yeah, that's next week. But you're going to, yeah, we're definitely going to do that. So what's going to happen, Mr. Wallace, I'm glad you asked that question, is the asynchronous problems will stop. And every day, you're going to have to show me how far you gotten with creating your own classroom to display your works in this class. All right. So we'll talk about that next week. But this week, let's finish up on circuit analysis. All right. The reason I'm having you do these classrooms is because you can use this as a portfolio or something to add to your resume. All right. So let's click on myself on the couch. I'm sitting here. I'm a White Sox fan. Been that way since IIT, Illinois Institute of Technologies on 35th Street. So right across from the engineering school where I went to, we would get free tickets to go to White Sox. All right. So click on myself, the guy with the locks. And the sunglasses. These are actually prescription glasses I wear, but I don't have them because I'm purchasing some new ones. And first thing I want to tell you about is me sitting here with an apple. Now, say you miss class, right? You click on me sitting in my prep period, and it'll take you to this slide here. Now, this is all of the videos from yesterday's classes in YouTube form. So you can click on that and review a class you might have missed at the end of the day. This date right here, it will change at 7 p.m. And that means I have all the videos converted to YouTube format, and you guys will be able to go back and review them. Your class is Intro to Engineering A for a third period. So you'll click on that and it'll open up a video, a YouTube video, just like I'm doing now, and it'll allow you to review class in case you missed it, or maybe Mr. Tyler went too fast explaining something. It's here, okay? So no panics. You can go back and review all videos in your library inside of EDSB. So this part right here called library, it has all of the videos. I just made the classroom so you guys can find any video you need from the previous day. Now, if you want to go further back in time and see classes from prior, you have to find the day you want to look at. All right. And there's YouTube and downloadable videos inside of your library section in EDSB. So 2 ways to do it, right? The last way, of course, you can't find what you're looking for. If I'm available, I can send you the actual link to the class you're looking for to catch up on work. All right, so click on this yellow bar here, click to return to home slide, and we're back with me sitting by the fireplace. Okay, click on me again, and we're now back to where we started. Again, to get to those videos, you click on me with the apple. Now, we're going to move into our CTE class because we are career technical education. This is post-secondary trade stuff. And like I said, it could be military and college, depending upon how you work it. Click on the CTE logo, and it'll take you here. All right, now this is old, I got to change that, but this is pretty much the classroom. I'm gonna start putting internships, like certain things in this classroom. I'm gonna change this to an internship. We have chess coming up. Chess will probably be replaced by not this, because it's robotics, but this Vex. It'll be a chess link. So if you want to play chess, we try to get a 5-on-5 tournament going. You'll soon see this link change here, and you'll be able to log into chess if I've signed you up. You gotta let me know if you want to do that. So reach out to me at SB if you think you are good at playing chess, because that's something we're going to be doing next to get our students something to do outside of school. All right, so I think I've said a lot. I want to see who can tell me what this, who's watched Terminator before? What does this picture do? Can you click on the picture and who can tell me what is said and who says it?
I'll be back.
Watch some of the
Who
native
said that?
beats.
Was that Gabriel?
Yeah.
That dude Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, did you click on the link?
Uh,
Did you click on the little picture?
yeah.
And he said it, huh? Welcome to class, Latrell. I just noticed you're here. So that's just something I'm gonna be asking you, like moving forward. Like, what is this about? Robotics. I can hear you now. Who's that? Who said something? Oh, we got echoes. Wait a minute. Who is that? Aaliyah? No, that's not Aaliyah. Somebody's saying, "Can you hear me?" But I don't know who it is. Is it Lisa? Lisa didn't say that. Her microphone's off. Hmm. All right. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who said that, but let's get into today's assignment, right? So we'll come out of this. Oh, also, I forgot almost one thing because I got thrown off. These are the links to your classroom. So you see third period, this Google link down here. That allows you to get to the classroom. In case you can't get into ESB, you can use the classroom to get back. And then fifth period, that's the next period. Okay. So I think that was Gabriel. All right. All right. So let's get started on today's assignment, right? First things first, you want to make sure your screens are resized like mine's are. So on one side, you have EDSB. On another side, you have your Google, right? Make sure you sign into your Gmail account and logged in, because all of the stuff you're going to do with me today is saved onto your Google Drive. All right. So let's open up our Google Apps and go to our Docs. All right. It's going to cycle and take you to Google Docs. And now, you can hear me now? Wait a minute. There's a video going in it. That is not you guys. This is a video I uploaded to EDSB. 1 second. Oh, that's because I was still playing this video. That's what I'm like. Who is talking? That's the video going. The YouTube video I showed you guys. Anyway, click on blank. I was like, who is that? That sounded like Aaliyah. It was. It was last period's class recording. All right. So the first thing you want to do once you have your Google Doc started is type do now. Okay. So we're going to type it together. Make sure you're where I'm at so you can keep up. Do now dash today's date, 20th. This is the 20th of October, 2020. So far, so good. Now you need a header. Put Mike Tyler, but you should be putting your name. All right. Next, you're going to put the date again. Yes, this is standard procedure. If a student says, do I have to type all that? Yeah, you do. If you want full credit, you should be typing what I'm typing. Class is real easy if you're following along with me. This is third period, and you guys are considered on your transcripts, Intro to Engineering. I heard the chat. I got to check it in a second. Intro to Engineering with robotics students. So around the school, they'd be like, oh, you robotics student. That's not the full title that's on me in your transcript. It says Intro to Engineering, actually. All right, let's see who says something in the chat. Oh, Lisa. Way to go, Lisa. That's the title. Everybody see what she did? She just got actually 10 points because it's 5. I was going to ask for the title, but she also put it in there, the classroom term, if you notice. All right, so I'm going to center this. And you guys might want to copy what she put in the chat over to your document, your Google document. So let me blow this up some so you can see it. And right in the center is our title, and that is what? That's what Lisa put in our chat. What's the current? Lisa, can you explain where you found that at, dear? You got new student.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When you go to the SB to the assignment, it's at the top of the page where the data is a equivalent. Oh, wait, evaluation due now. And what's the current law?
Yes, ma'am. Great job, Lisa. Thank you. If you ever try to get those points that Lisa just took, go to Etsy first. You know, every day I'm going to ask you, hey, what's the title? And if you're quick enough and you have your screen set up, you'll be able to look in XB and get it. So classroom term, this is what I was getting at with Lisa. Classroom term of the day is in the brackets. All right, and what I mean by brackets, if you look in the chat, Lisa has in brackets Ohm's law. Okay. What about our word of the day? This is said in Townhouse as well as GGI. Word of the day. What is that? He was paying attention. Oh, Lisa got it again. So eccentric. All right. Now to get these 25 points, everybody, I don't want to get too far into the assignment. You forget. You need to be able. Gabriel's giving us the questions. Way to go, Gabe. And Lisa gave us a definition too. She kind of helped y'all out. So Gabe gets about 10 points. It's 5 points per question. Gabe put both questions in there. This is towards in-class participation. So if you're teeter-tottering and your grade's not looking good, participating in class actually helps. Any way to help you guys. So to get the exit slip, I don't want to forget, you have to put the definitions of those words. You can't just type what I type. You got to look up those words definitions. At least it helped you out with one of them. But now you got to figure out what Ohm's law means. Okay. So you got to look that up, put the definition, and when you turn all this work in, you will get the extra 25 points to a previous assignment. But don't forget about that part. So now the part that Gabe helped us out with, and that would be our questions, right? So did Gabe give us both questions or one? He gave us both questions. Way to go, Gabe. Thanks. So I'm going to copy this from the chat. Again, these questions are in Edsby, so I'm not doing anything special. Neither is Gabe. If you look here, if you're getting lost, this is assignment Lisa was talking about in Edsby. And there's 2 parts. So we're going to read through these parts and how to do it because we have some new members. But I'm going to first put these questions in here because that's where they're coming from. So the first question is what? It's a typo because it didn't show 1S and 2A. But this is 1S, right? First problem in that line is your synchronous problem. The second problem in that line is your homework problem or asynchronous problem. That's why it's 2A. Okay, so let me go through and have you guys understand what we're doing. do our formal introductions, I suppose. Okay, and somebody's coming into the class. Okay, so let me see who hasn't had a chance to speak or get points. Let me go to Gabe. Gabe, you already participated, but go ahead and read what's in the chat, man.
Hello, our future electrical engineers. Synchronous problems need to be completed and ready to present tomorrow. Asynchronous problems have to be completed as homework. Will be checked tomorrow in class.
Thank you, sir. That was worth 15 points. The next 15 points will go. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa helped y'all out again. I gotta give her 10 points for that. She's on it. Lisa, you're not close to failing. You know that, right? Anyway,
Yeah, I just don't want to take the midterms.
oh, you don't want to take the midterm. She remembers. All right, Mr. Champagne, can you read what's in the chat? I want to see if he's here. Starting with please remember. He said you're moving too fast. Okay. I'll try to slow down.
What?
Can you read what's in the chat starting with please remember?
I don't even see that.
You got to open up your chat. Are you in Google Meet or are you somewhere else?
I'm in Google Meet. Oh yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
They say, please remember to get maximum credit. All calculations / steps for the final answers to the problems need to be uploaded to ES via the same format that we have been using since the start of the quarter. The format is shown in the video. Type Google Doc, convert it to PDF. Stay safe out there in Zen.
Thank you, sir. That was worth 15 points. Now, I'm going to slow down for a second because I was told I'm moving too fast. But bear in mind, everyone, we only have an hour. So I wanted to move at a speed that we can at least talk about the homework problem, or I can slow down and we won't have time to talk about the problem. You're going to have to do it on your own. So I can only go so fast and so slow. But take a moment to type all this up. Literally, all we did is type up a few things and copied and pasted a few things. But at this point, you should have this much. So I'm going to give you about, let's say, 3 minutes to get caught up. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to get the simulation ready for today's assignment.
My fault. I don't even see the exit slip. Ain't that an ASB, right?
The exit slip is not, but I'll put it in the chat. You still got to find the definitions, though, and I think Lisa helped y'all out. So here, this is how you do the exit slip. And like I said, Lisa, I think, and a few others
What
already.
What that one S question that ain't that an ASB?
That's already in SB, yeah. But I think Gabriel let me scroll up in the chat, Latrell. Gabriel put it in the chat at 12:39.
Oh, I bet.
Roll up and find it.
Mr. Tyler, can you go up?
Who's that, Melody?
Yeah.
I didn't even see you sneak in here, little girl. Can I go where?
Can you go up a little bit?
You said to the top?
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Okay. All right, while y'all doing that, I'm going to fix attendance. I'm sorry? What did you say?
Oh no, my fault.
Okay.
I thought I muted it.
So we're missing Aaliyah, Kathy. Sinkyra's not here. What happened? She's usually here. Dajay is not here. Goodness gracious. Christian, I got to contact Christian. Miss Richardson, she already told me she had.
Make sure you put here.
I just did that, sir. He on my heels. Alexis is here and Wallace is here. He said, make sure you put them here. All right, so how much time we got left before we get started? About a minute. You guys got to catch up in a minute. If you're paying attention, it won't be too fast. If you're doing other things at home, you're going to get lost in the sauce. I'm just being honest.
Scroll down on your doc.
Sure. That's just the second question. Mrs. Perry.
My mama told me you called her the other day. I meant to ask you, can you give me a website I could use to complete all that work?
The only website you can use is EDSB, and you got to review the videos. That's the only resource you got.
Well, you don't got nothing that could help us with the answers and stuff like that.
The only thing that can help you.
Things we be using in class.
The only thing that can help you with the answers is either you meet me in office hours and you practice it, or you practice it on your own. You won't get this
Okay.
by watching videos. You have to try it out.
Alright.
That's all you got. One that's two-way.
That stopped there because I was moving too fast. I was told, so I can move on though.
Hold
But,
up.
huh? This is 12:46. We get out of here at 1:20. We still got a lot of steps to do. All right. Okay, so now we got that. Let's go through the simulation so you can understand what this is about. Let's see, who can I get? Mr. Wallace, can you read 1S on the screen?
A potential difference of 24.5 volts is applied to a 157
Ohm. Did he break up?
ohms restore. What's that?
Resistor.
That's how
Resistor.
you heard me?
I heard you. Resistor.
Resistor. How much current flows through the
Resistors.
resistor?
Very good. All right. So how do we do this? Well, we have to look at something called Ohm's law. So let me do this. And what we're going to do is we're going to say Ohm's law. All right. And Ohm's law, I should have just put that in the center. I am. So these are the notes. You put the notes in the center so you can follow along what to do. So Ohm's law is based on voltage being equivalent to the current multiplied by the resistance. All right. That's Ohm's law by itself. At least he gave a long explanation of it, but I just gave you the math version. How do we measure these things, right? So voltage is measured in volts, which is equivalent to current, which is measured in amps. It's multiplied by resistance, which is measured in ohms. Okay, so you guys ever trying to become technicians or engineers, being able to understand and talk about these terms will help you out. So the mathematical version of this is V equals I times R, or volts is equal to amps times ohms, or voltage is equal to the current times the resistance. All right. So I gave you the actual literal word version of the equation, what it's measured in each one. All right. So you can see it line up, and also what its mathematical version in, which is V equals IR. So if you remember this throughout the course of your life, there's gonna be a lot of jobs you can get because they'll be like, oh, this kid understands electricity, right? All right, so we're gonna use this very quickly. The next step is your known and unknown values. So we're setting the problem up. It's kind of like going into the kitchen and you're like, I'm hungry. Well, you first gotta get your ingredients. You gotta figure out what's in the fridge. This is your known and unknown section. And you gotta do it with the problem as well. So it says in the problem, you have a potential difference of 24.5 volts. So volts, or V, is equal to 24.5 volts. I'm taking it straight from the problem, you all. Not doing anything tricky. Next thing is, what else did they give us? 157 ohm resistor. So that's R in our equation, right? Is equal to 157 ohms. Question I ask you, and this is your unknown section, how much current flows through the resistors? So we got to find I, which is for current, and that's some number we're going to calculate in terms of amps. What's your strategy now? Right? How do we get this solved? Well, we got to understand we got to use some algebra, right? Because the way our current equation is set up, we don't have I by itself. Geez, I think I have notes on this because I did this. Yeah, Lisa, we did this in the building a lot, so you might. I don't know if you have Google Notes or your classroom composition book notes, but you did do this before. You and Kenyatta. I don't know if you remember. So strategy. This is the fun part. once we get through the basics, right? So strategy is solve for current is I using algebra. Kind of compliment when y'all say I'm moving too fast. I don't think I typed that fast, but apparently I do from what y'all telling me. So who's coming in the classroom now? Let me see here. Who just came in here? Oh, Joel. Welcome to class, Joel. So Mr. Moreno just made it. Let me mark him present. There we go. Okay. So far so good, right? And again, if you miss any of this, the video will be available. The problem is you have to go down, open the video up, and slowly, what I did when I was in college, I looked at the video, I saw how much the professor did, and I wrote down notes. And I played some more video, and I wrote down some more notes. I played the rest of that. That's what I did to get out of college, guys. And that's all I'm training you for job, college, or military, because you have to do the same things. And if you can't keep up, what they're going to do is be like, okay, well, you're not the best candidate for the job, right? You're going to feel some type of way. So the better you get at it, the quicker you can respond in certain situations. All right, strategy. How do we use the algebra to get current by itself here? Let's take this equation I just told you guys about, plug that here. So I think tomorrow we're going to do circuit analysis, but today I'm just going to show you how V equals IR and how it changes when you change one or the other. Okay, so we got to do some algebra to get current by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is realize that I is current and R is resistance, and I don't want R attached to it. So we got to use a little bit of algebra, right? We'll put parentheses around these. So parentheses, because I'm about to do some division. It's I times R. The reverse of algebra is division. Okay, so you don't understand what I'm saying, you have to review your algebra steps because that means you're rusty. All right, so that's divided by, we want to remove the R by the I, and R divided by R is just 1. I'm going to put in changes in different colors what I changed from the above equation to the second equation. Okay, so this is in red just what I changed to make R detach or separate from the I, which is current. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Now, algebra has this very, very supreme rule. What you do to one side, students get tired of me saying it throughout the school year, you have to do to the other. That's the basis of algebra. If you do a multiplication, to reverse that process, do division. If you do an addition, the reverse process is subtraction. This is the purpose of algebra. It lets you, like a puzzle, solve what you need. So we're going to take this and we're going to now clean this up because some things cancel out, right? The R's, they're gone, right? And that multiplication sign, that's all gone. We're going to strike that out. And this parenthesis here is also gone. So now you just have I by itself, the current. So we're going to rewrite our equation now. And I can get rid of all this jazz and all that. And let's rewrite it so it looks better. So it's going to be basically I is equal to B divided by R. This is important. I'm slowing down for a moment, but this is important because when you guys take on these quizzes and stuff, I don't want you freezing. The class is called Intro to Engineering with Robotics, but if you look at the physics class, it's called Physics with Algebra. So if you're rusty at algebra, I can suggest certain YouTube videos where you can practice your algebra skills, but you're always going to be lost if you're just not practicing your algebra. It's going to hurt you. It's not just going to hurt you here; it's going to hurt you when you go into these trades, because computers use algebra, engineering, physics. You're not going to get away from it. And this is one of those supreme times where you guys are like, when am I use this in my real life, Tyler? I can't make no money off this. You're dead wrong. You can. All right, so we're at the point where we can just plug in our values and solve the problem. We're at the final steps, everybody. So I'm going to take this and put this here. Now, what are our values? That's why we did the known and unknowns up here. So our voltage is 24.5 volts. So let's put that in. Okay. Our resistance is what? Well, we said that was 157. That's our R value, ohms. Volts and ohms will cancel out to make amps. That's actually what amps is. So we can cross out volts, right? And we can cross out ohms. And what pops out of those two when they're divided like that is amps. Amps is what appears when we put those two together. All right. Clean it up and calculate, and that's the final step to that first in-class problem. Okay. All right, put that back. So now we're going to use Math Papa to calculate the final answer. It's 12:56. I'm doing good because I got time to do the simulation with you guys and talk about the homework problem a little bit. Okay, so let's calculate this. We want to say, hey, what is 24 divided by 157? 24.5 divided by 157. You can use Google or Math Papa to calculate it. So Google, you just put in equals or equals and that value, if you see it there. And Google will turn into a calculator. This is what I be telling students. Use your technology correctly, because searching online and trying to find out what Ice Cube said or 50 Cent said or whoever is not exactly scholastic work. That's entertainment. So use your tools correctly. Now, our final answer becomes 0.156, and that's amps. So it's going to be 0.156, and it's amps. That is, ladies and gentlemen, the final answer to the in-class assignment or synchronous problem. I'll underline and bold that. And that's pretty much our first problem. All right. Now, let's see. It's 12:57. Does anybody need me to scroll back up? I'm going to put these notes. Did I put them in the chat already? Into the chat so you can catch up. So let me start with what you don't have. So here's a recap of the notes, but you got to edit it the same way as me. So copy this and put this over here. And it has to look the same way as my document, you guys. All right. So you can't say I don't love you guys, but there it is. He's going to make us type all that up. Yeah, well, all right. You can copy it now, but if you just copy it and it's not edited right, it won't get all the points. The next part is a strategy. I'm putting that in the chat as well, because I know we're strapped for time. And you'll notice in the chat, which is why I don't like using the chat, certain things aren't crossed out, right? Certain things are not completely right, so you got to do that. Okay. So it's 12:58. I don't think we have time for the share out part where I see how far you've gotten, because we got to do simulations next. So take a couple minutes while I set the simulation up, and we're going to do that next together. You have to take a screenshot of what you see in the simulation. So give me one moment. I'll link in the chat for you guys, because I don't want you trying to find it. This problem has got a lot going on. Anybody need me to scroll up or not? I put the notes in the chat so you guys can start getting it over to your document. That should help. You can copy those over, but you got to edit them correctly. Okay, so where are we at? I don't want that one. I don't want that one. I want the V equals IR. There it is. So I didn't put this into the classroom. I probably should later, but this is the one I want you guys to use so far. Let me grab this. Okay, so click on the simulation. You should have all the notes by now. Open the simulation, because we're going to do our graphical representation of what you just calculated. And when you click on that link, you should get this here. Okay. Take a moment and get that started. And I'll explain, and we'll do it together, and I'll show you what you need to take a picture of. So let me move this out the way, because you're going to take a screenshot from this FET simulation button down here. Click on screenshot, and then I'll show you how to put it into your Google Doc. All right, so what do we need, right? Well, let's raise our voltage up to about, I don't know, 8 volts if you can, okay? You notice the V gets bigger. So voltage is proportional to current multiplied by the resistance. So how do we get I bigger? Well, remember, R is always resisting current. Think of a pipeline of water. If you have more resistance, you have low current or low water, right? So if the pipes are smaller, the current won't get through. If you have less resistance or a bigger pipe, you get more current. And this is exactly what happens when you have a thunderstorm. You have so much current surging through. Imagine this resistor here, this little orange circular cylinder. That's like a load. So if you guys have been in like a thunderstorm, you've seen things pop and sparkle. That's because there's too much current flowing through the house. Nothing's slowing it down. And that's how you get fires. All right, so your picture is going to have to be composed of a balance of V equals IR. So that's about, I want current to be about the same as R. And you need to take a snapshot like this. So that's 1.5, that's a battery. 1.5 is another battery, and 1.1, which make up 4.1 volts. So take some time and set that up. But when you get it set, next you want to take a screenshot. So as you got it set like me, do the screenshot part. And you notice it downloaded over here so I can use it. So now all I'm going to do is go to my Google Doc, because I downloaded my screenshot, and put it into my document. So make sure you do that and you set it the same way. And all I do is I go to Insert, Image, and Upload from Computer. And you'll see your image in your listings of downloads. You click on it, and et voila, there it is. As the French say, there it is. Et voila. You can resize it so you have more room in your document. And you can also click on Wrap Text so it's centered. This way, if you click on Wrap Text, you can move it around easily. Okay. All right, so let me check on you guys, do a temperature check and see how far you've made it. You can click on this and I'll go back to the settings so you can see that. And believe it or not, you guys learned the basics of creating a research paper or doing a management report. Okay. So it's 1:03. Does everybody have this much done? Because it's time for share outs. We get out of here at 1:20. If you have something to share.
Me?
Huh?
Me?
You, but Lisa beat you. Wallace said, how do you do that? Hold on, Lisa. How do you do what, Mr. Wallace?
How you put the screenshot?
How do I supposed to show my screenshot?
Oh, right here. Take a look. So we're back. You're in a simulation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so click on FET in the corner. See it?
Yeah.
Once you click on that, you come to screenshot.
All right.
Did you download it?
Yeah, I already got it.
Okay, so the next thing is
Now
go
how
to your,
supposed to open?
right. So now go to your Google Doc. Click on Insert, Image.
You
and
say
up.
go to my. You say go to my doc and click on Insert,
Yep, Insert,
Image,
and then Upload from my computer.
upload.
And it should let you load it in. Okay. After that, you can resize it and move it around as you need.
I'm done.
Lisa, are you ready?
You hear me, Mr. Taylor?
Melody, you're done with what?
Everything.
Okay. So after Lisa's done, I want you to present. All right. So
Okay.
I said Gabriel can go.
you said what, Lisa?
I said Gabe can go.
Oh, you want Gabe to go? Okay. Oh yeah, because Gabe did want to go. All right, Gabe, come on. Share your screen because I'm trying to let you guys go a little bit early, like around 1:15. But you got to share out so I can hurry up and talk about the homework problem. So everybody has to share the screen so I can see how far you've gotten. It's called in-class work. Okay, I think Gabriel's presenting. Gabe, you're showing me my screen, I think. Let me see here. Make sure I'm looking at Gabe's screen. Okay, Gabriel. There you go. Okay, I'm looking at yours now. I was looking at mine's. Very good, Gabe. You got it all. You cross out the right things. Yep. Okay. Okay. So, Gabe, just stick around for a bit because we're going to talk about the homework problem, and then I'm going to let you guys go a little early. You'll be the first to go. I think it was Lisa's next, and then I'm going to go to Melody.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right. So, everybody else, get your screens ready to show how much you've got done. This is a part of your score. Can't be like, oh, my bad, I can't do it. I'm like, okay, well, my bad, I can't give you that points that you need. So please try. Okay. Oh, you put it above. Okay. All right. Did you cross out the right stuff for the current, Lisa? I can't see that. Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. Okay. Okay. You cool, Lisa. I think Melody, you said you had something for us. Can you present? Mr. Wallace said he'll go, I guess, after Melody.
I'm presenting right now.
Okay. Your wallpaper is cringy, Gabe. Okay. There you go, Melody. You're showing.
Okay.
Where's your Google Doc, Mel? Okay. Okay. You don't forget those definitions, Mel. All right. You got to learn to cross out the right things for your current and stuff, right? And your calculations below.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Don't forget to cross out things. Yeah, you haven't done that yet, but you got most of it done. All right. Make sure you cross out the right things. Who's next? Mr. Wallace, can you share your screen?
I go out there.
Yes, sir. Okay. So I got left.
Hey, how was I supposed to share my screen again?
You hit present now in Google Meet.
All right, I see it.
Okay. Alexis, okay. Right after Mr. Champagne, you'll go. Okay, Alexis. The quicker we do this, we can talk about. I can give you clues on the homework problem, guys. Okay, it's kind of hard to see your screen. Can you change the 150, Mr. Wallace? Your resolution? It's right by the wallpaper or the paintbrush. Can you change to 150? It's hard to see what you got there. You see what I'm saying or no? Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
There you go. Awesome. That's better. Okay, scroll down. What's the current? Okay, you got to put those definitions in the exit slip. Okay, you got to remember to cross. Right, you didn't do bad. Say that again, sir. What?
You said what? I forget the definition in the exit slip.
Right, and you got to cross out the right things. Like, remember I showed you that, was it R divided by R is crossed out?
Yeah.
You got a lot done. So what I want you to do is you can stop sharing. I got you noted for points. And then before the class is in, I'm going to show you guys what I'm saying. You got to cross out. Who was next in the list? It was Latrell. Are you ready?
Yeah. But I'm still finna, I still got to edit it though.
Just share what you got, man. We run out of time. Just share what you got. Just try to make sure you did something. And then after you, it's going to be Alexis. And who did I not get? Yeah. Okay. You need your picture.
I'm still finna edit it though and cross this out.
Okay. And what about the simulation? Were you able to start on that?
The simulation? I'll do it right now though.
Okay. All right. You can always check the video on how I did that, but you're pretty good. You've been keeping up. Alexis, Mr. Valdez, are you ready?
How to edit.
Yeah.
Can you share your screen, sir? So I got Joel next after that. Oh, you got it, man. You've been keeping up. Did you start on the next problem?
Yeah.
It's easy, huh? Okay, all right. So pretty good. All right. So who's I'm missing? I'm missing Joel. Are you there?
Hey, Mr. Tyler.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how did I supposed to put the lines through the number though?
Let me present real quick. Let me show you that real quick while I'm trying to figure out if Joel's there. 1 second. So everybody should see what I'm doing now, right? So you see where I'm having things crossed out at here? Does everybody see that? So you notice right here in the second step, R divided by R is crossed out, all of that. And then that little part right there. And then the rest, you got to also take care of volts and ohms in that second step there. So this is the part I'm talking about. Let me blow this up to 14 so you guys can see it better. Maybe that's a little better for you to see. Don't forget about that part. Did it answer your question, Wallace, or no? Because you got quiet.
Nah, I was saying, like, you see how you put the little the line
Oh, you said
between
how to do it.
Yeah, how to do it, yeah.
Click on first, highlight what you want to cross out. It's called strike through. All right. Then go to format, text, and I think Alexis even helped us out with the shortcut. But it's Alt-Shift-5 or you click on that. So did you see what I did? Mr. Wallace? Did that help out or no?
Yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now.
Okay. No, you got quiet. I was just checking. Okay. So real quick, because we're almost at the end of class, and we got 3 minutes before I let you guys go, because I'm going to stay true to my word. I try to be a man of my word. But the second question is not that bad. I've seen Alexis try it out. It is really not that bad. All you got to do is understand what they're asking you. So known values are what? What do we know? Let's give you a quick clue on how to do this problem next for homework. Unknown is what? All right. So that's something to think about. You want to start there. You got to use the same Ohm's law equation. So let me put that above it. So you're going to be using this again. This is 2A I'm working on, everybody. So you can't be like, I didn't know how to do it. Well, I gave you some hints and you had to finish. So the potential difference is 18.7. So that's our V, right? So V equals what? Oh, 18.7 volts. That's our potential difference. The wire conducts 0.38 amps. Okay, so that's our I, right? Equal to 0.38 amps. What is the problem asking you for? It's unknown. The unknown value is R. R equals some number you got to calculate in ohms. Okay, it's 113, so I can go a little further with you guys. You got to solve for R. So I'm going to start you off with some steps. So the strategy here is solve for R as in resistance using algebra. Okay, giving you everything you need to finish off that homework problem. I'm going to take this equation. I got 1 minute to do this. I want to stay true to my word. And I'm bringing it over here. And you're going to do similar steps because I still got to show you guys how to submit this. You can do similar steps to solving for R as you did for I earlier. But I don't want to tell you that. I want you to practice that. So show the steps to cancel out I by the R and then put the numbers in and solve the problem. Okay. So Alexis, thank you. Oh, Alexis helping y'all out. Oh, I just saw that. He gave y'all gotta hurry up and copy that. He just gave y'all the steps, the algebra steps. So Alexis, you must be good at algebra. All right. Anyway, how do you submit this work on time? Go to File. Once you're done with that homework problem, go to Download. Don't forget about those definitions and exit slip, you guys. Go to Downloads, PDF, and it'll download it as a PDF. All right. And once it does that, the next thing you want to do is go to EDSB and put it into EDSB under the assignment. Do not email me this. The email is a last resort if you're having trouble downloading the document up. So what you want to do is in EDSB, come here and you see these 2 pages inside of the assignment and you click on it, they'll be there. And that's where you put the document. So you click on these 2 pages, it says browse your computer, you look for your document and you put it in there, right? So it's gonna come up with your downloads and there's a do now if you downloaded it as a PDF. It should look like this as a PDF. You click on it, you hit submit, and I'll see it in my grade book as green if it's turned in on time. All right, so it's 1:15. I've been very, very fair. Do you guys got any questions about what to do before I dismiss you?
Can you go back to problem 2, please?
Okay, so the homework problem.
Thank you.
And Mr. Valdez gave y'all some tips on how to do the rest. I think he said, let's see here. So I don't know if R is 18.7. Is R 18.7 divided by what? So you're close. You're real close, Alexis, but you got to type the rest of that in there because you got the V there. Oh, okay. I stand down. I stand down. All right. So make sure you cross out the volts and the ohms and just leave amps there, Alexis. He just gave y'all the next step. So I don't see why y'all can't turn this in 100% complete. Okay, so it's 116. Any questions? Y'all should make Alexis y'all friend because he just ran through that. He's pretty good at algebra. Joel, are you back?
Yeah, I joined the class like 20 minutes late, low key, and I was trying
Okay.
to, you know,
Did
get to
were
what
you
I
able to
was supposed
start?
to.
Were you able to
Yeah,
start on anything?
I had joined when you were just finishing the first part.
Okay. Okay. So you got to watch the video and catch up, huh?
Yeah, you were asking them to share already when I had joined.
Okay. Well, that's cool, man. Try to get what you can done with the video,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna put the notes to the chat in today's video when I post it to Esby, so you can check the notes out. That could help you out. Wallace said, "Good looks, Alexis." Okay, y'all learn the teamwork, huh? So it's 117. Class starts at 120. I think 1:30 for you guys. Next period. You're free to go if you have no more questions. But remember, all this is due by 8 p.m. to get full credit. I'll see everyone tomorrow if there's no more questions.
Yes, sir.
All right. Y'all take care.
Likewise, Mr. Titan.
All
Have a
right.
good day.
Thanks for the work, Alex and Elisa. Thank you.
Hey.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Wallace, you got questions? You still here? Oh, you left. Oh, all right. Okay, I guess not.